Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll run it here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, the defense coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Heading left after the handoff. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, it's Klubnik looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. He's very lucky that wasn't intercepted here on the opening possession. I'd like to have that one back. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his progressions to find his open man.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the wideout goes in motion. Looking for some space. It's Whittington.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Now it's 2nd down here. He'll hand it off. And the play is good enough for a 1st down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Yeah, the quarterback makes the right decision here on the RPO to get out of the run game, get the ball out to that right flat, just unable to execute with the throw.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Back to pass. It's Gabriel. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Touchdown, Oregon. No chance to catch him.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Now the kick hits off the left upright. It's no good. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Looks right for a quick completion. Second effort, their defense cannot stop them short of the marker.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. You'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone, Peter? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Ball handed off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball in the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
Pulls it in. It's Haynes. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Tigers line it up with 1st and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Kicking team out for the PAT try.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws, and Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. As a design quarterback keeper. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Gonna run it. It's James. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And tackled after a small pickup there. Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Running with purpose. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. 3rd and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the 1st down.
The Ducks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Back in motion now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Aiming for the end zone. Can be muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the 1st down.
Pressure is coming. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Here we go, back in the red zone. 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's 3rd and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
But great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route or the field goal, or this close to the goal line, take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
So what's the play call? It's 4th and goal from the 3. The quarterback making some changes at the line. To throw, it's Gabriel. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
On the run, it's Maffa. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
It's an out route. The catch made. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
He hands it off from the gun. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks on the ball, and it's a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
It's a quick grab. They've got him, but not before he makes a 1st down at the 41.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
1st and 10 play coming up. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Caught quickly. Runs through the defender. He steps out of bounds, but more than enough yardage to set up 1st and goal.
How many 1st downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
The Tigers come to the line with 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. After this long drive, you'd hate to settle for a field goal. Can they find the end zone? Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. I thought he was going to be able to find a way to get to the end zone. He is such a threat when he takes off. He pulls that ball down and tries to get to the end zone on these scrambles. But the defense just keeps him out of the goal line.
4th and goal for your team. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuffed out the drive with the takeaway.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Send the back in motion. Grab behind the line. It's James. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. And they quickly spike the football to stop the clock. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Scanning the field. It's Gabriel. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the ball is away from inside the 10. With the return, it's Brown. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. It's a shotgun run call. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. One more play before they head to the locker room. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. The field goal is good. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Tigers will kick it deep to begin the second half. This one will be fair caught. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Running back has it on a screen now. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
To throw, it's Gabriel. Makes a quick catch. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Ducks line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Holden. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Grab down the middle. It's Holden. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And he's finally tackled out the 2-yard line.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. It's an option look. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a great job here by the defense, reading that play, pursuing the football. Nice loss of yardage there on 2nd goal. Now it's 3rd and goal for the offense.
Ball spotted at the 5 for this 3rd and goal play. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Ducks. They'll take the lead in the 2nd half. Look at the blazing speed of that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. Saw that exactly on this score right here.
The PAT puts him up 3. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession, they settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. When they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. To the air. It's Klubnik. There's a screen pass to the running back. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
Quick throw to the left. Makes the catch downfield. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. They'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 40. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down to the 27-yard line.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Second down play coming up. The shotgun handoff here. Finding space at the 20. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Here's the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Williams. He'll go down there after picking up a few yards. Not going to be enough for the first.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Can he get there on the ground? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker.
And it's a fake. It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Across midfield. Out past the 30. Past the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on fourth down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Dropping back. It's Klubnik. Looking right, this one caught.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Makes the catch. It's Maffa. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's caught downfield. Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening the opponent's 38. The Tigers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to throw it again. Tries to get it to the running back. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because
the pass is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Inside the 40. Past the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to pass. It's Gabriel. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Going the other way. Can they catch him? He's past the 30. Inside the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Clemson.
Chris, how about the defense coming up with a huge play here? Not only the turnover, but it leads them to a score with a touchdown on this interception. Now they're trying to get back into this game. They may have a shot to make it a lot closer than what we thought.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out, it's Whittington. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Quarterback's got it on the option. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. A handoff to the back. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Scanning the field, it's Gabriel. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Ducks will have to kick this away when he comes for his second punt of the game. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Tries the right with a quick throw. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this.
And he's intercepted for the fourth time tonight. Going the other way. Can they stop him? At the 10 now. Touchdown, Oregon. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
And the game just good enough for a first down. And the Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
And there's the tight end. I've been waiting to see him make a play, and this defense has done.
Football knocked loose in the backfield. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Can he take it all the way? Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Ducks. With a takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. First down here for this offense. Hand it off for a draw. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
He's running out of time here. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. The pass rush closing in. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Back to throw again. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's hit as he throws it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Get him at the 42, good enough for a first down. They'll throw it to the line here with the clock running. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it go. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. He'll hand it off. Just trucks through the defender. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. The Tigers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They need a touchdown here. Down big in the 4th quarter. 3rd and goal. Here's another interception. We're losing track. The 50, the 40, at the 30 now, at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase. Point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Offense is back out there. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. This one is broken up and falls incomplete. Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. Pass caught. 2nd down now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it falls incomplete as the clock hits 0-0. That's it. Game over. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets